.0.
This is .0. I go through metal miniatures. These are the vintage miniatures for Dungeons and Dragons in the late 70s, 80s, and 90s. Today I thought specifically we would go through orcs. This shouldn't be too long of a video. Now to start off, I wanted to show you that there are two separate kind of designs for orcs. How about we'll start off with the older design, which is the design that I prefer. I'm not even sure who makes these. How about we'll start with this guy with this really cool longbow. Some kind of chainmail armor, looks like. But see, these old ones, they don't really have that pig face. It's kind of left to your imagination as to what they are. Later, it became more that pig face look, almost like Return of the Jedi or, that kind of thing. So you hear, like that one that I just had. See, it's definitely a pig face look with a snout and tusks here, or what do you call it? Yeah, teeth, or anyway, whatever. Anyway, I prefer the older style, and we're going to start off with that older style here and then switch over. So, what do we got here? Actually, it's some kind of dagger down the side, huh? Pretty cool shield across the back here. Now, most of these were all one set that I probably got when I was 12 or 13, so I'm guessing these are somewhere in the neighborhood of 1982 or so, I would guess. I'm not really sure. But see what I'm talking about? Like, you can kind of see there's teeth here and kind of a snarled up lips and teeth, you know what I mean? The whole mouth here, but kind of more left to your imagination. Let that zoom in a little bit. I'm not sure if you can, maybe if I adjust it a little, maybe you can zoom in on their face a little bit. Yeah, you can see too, different kinds of feet, which is kind of neat. More of an animal type humanoid than like human feet and that kind of thing, and I kind of like that. I don't like when they're so human-like. Alright, is that going to zoom in or not? What do we got here? We got an axe across the back. Definitely an older piece, right? Because thicker metal on everything and not as sharp weapons on them and that kind of thing, which is really better in my opinion, because then they don't want to break as easy. Same kind of design here with the older design of the orc here. Oh, he's got like a skull on his head. That's actually pretty cool, huh? Let me get out of the way and let that zoom in just a little bit. Kind of will, kind of won't. How about if I turn it this way? Well, you can kind of see that skull right there, right? It's almost like he's got a goatee thing going on there or something. Pretty cool spear. Must be the same kind of design. Here's that same axe across his back. Okay, and then let's see, is this one going to be the same kind of thing? No, it's a little bit different, but from that same original pack of orcs anyway. Wouldn't surprise me if these are, yeah, in fact, actually, I can see an 80 on here. So 1980. Definitely old. So what that'd make them now, 42 years ago? So what an odd face here, and look at these teeth sticking out. Eyes kind of bulging out. Axe, let's flip him over and look at the back. He's got a short sword. I remember the first time just seeing some of these figures, especially, when you're first playing as a character. Yeah, they're kind of awe-inspiring. Like, you just don't even know what to make of them. Oh, actually, you know what? I already showed you this guy, didn't I? So I've got a couple of the same ones here. In fact, now that I see that, I've got a couple of duplicates. So, and how about in fact, did I show you this? Oh, yeah, look at this. Golly, I got lots of works that are duplicates. So all three of the same here. In fact, I had another one with a spear. So, all right, so a whole bunch of that design. Let's see here. How about we'll jump to this one? I think is supposed to be an orc as well. So what have I got total? I've got 7 of that oldest design from 1980. This is perhaps 1980. I can't really tell. You know, it's an older metal for sure. Kind of a similar look, but it's still different than those other ones. But it's that same chainmail kind of armor too. Not as strong. Let's see. Oh, he's got a sword, I think, or something here. Oh no, it's an arrow maybe that's supposed to be coming down. I'm not sure now. Wait a minute, let's take a closer look at the... You know, I'm not sure on this one. He's got him a cool shield across his back, some kind of like a demonic kind of thing going on here with horns and teeth coming down. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, let's switch over to, you know what, let's knock this one out. Since I did have it, I was joking about this guy, that he looked like he was from the Return of the Jedi, but look how much bigger his head is. Just enormous. How about let us zoom in so you can kind of look. But a totally different design, and I know this. I did look it up on this one to be sure. And it's listed as like an orc chieftain or something like that. Looks like his... Golly, I'm afraid to bend it, but you can see that axe is a little bit bent right here. You're afraid to bend them, because if you do, they'll break. With a chain coming across the front, that's pretty neat. But look how bigger this, you know, much bigger this snout is, and teeth, and... Oh, and look, he's got that cool skull kind of thing across, like as a belt buckle, too. That's kind of neat. Almost makes you wonder, too, and looking at this, that... You know, was it meant to have that you add a shield on here, perhaps? I don't know. Look how huge that helmet is. Golly. It's a lot, but, you know, obviously some kind of higher up or royalty or something or other, because we've got kind of like a fur cape here going on. And it looks like this is a TSR, and I think I can actually see a number on this one. 1983, I think. Okay, let's switch on to the next one here. Newer metal and a newer base. You know, you see this different base that was a little bit later, although I can't see a year on it. My guess is this is probably a Ralph Partha if I had to guess, just based on that alone. But still, you know, totally smaller head, totally different design. I think I kind of like... Oh, and here's that same... That's interesting. So we just saw that. I wonder if they were part of a pack then. Look, it's that same shield that I just showed you on here. But two different metals. Alright, how about another orc here? It looks like he's got some kind of a pole arm going on. But see here, now we've changed again into more of a snout kind of look. But it's still, see, it's not that big pig look either. So, and I really believe this is supposed to be an orc. So it just kind of goes to show and it's a 1983 TSR. Just a lot of, you know, a lot of variety, and it's supposed to be the same race, but now I added on this pole arm, I think, now that I think about it. I think I glued this on. I think it was a spear originally of some kind, if I remember right. We got some kind of a odd face here. Kind of reminds you of like a magic face of something, you know what I mean? What am I thinking of? And a big old scimitar coming across the back here. Alright, let's move on to, how about this guy? Looks like he, has got a spear, and oh, and here's that same shield, so it's gotta be, they were all, I guess, together. Maybe that was another set that I bought all at once, I'm not sure. Okay, I'm gonna get out of the way and let that zoom in for a second. How about I'll gather up another one to keep moving forward. Huh. Yeah, see, totally different metal. And, did I show you the back of this? I can't remember if I did. Let's zoom in over real quick. Just flip it over and zoom in on it real fast. Just so you have it. And then this one, see, it's a different metal. Same kind of old school face with the teeth. Oh, I see it. That is more like a pig nose there going on, huh? Axe, but then this kind of curious oriental kind of armor. But then when you flip it over, see, here's that same shield. Alright, let's see here. What about on this one? Okay, now, did we already have one that was like this? I think we did. Is that this? Oh, it is. No. No, maybe it is. It actually... No, it's slightly different. Look, we've got some differences here. Same kind of layout, but a different piece. Yeah, this is bigger, and... But that's kind of what I was thinking. Like, maybe, though, they had the same spear on both. I actually think these might be slightly different pieces, though. I guess we'll flip it over, and I'm going to slide this one over here. Oh, yeah, they're totally different. Look. Oh, no, they're not. I can't make up my mind. Look, it has the same kind of design here, but it is different. So we got a sword coming across the back here, but not here. And just a big backpack on this guy. No shield either. So, all right. Well, there you go. Two from TSR that are slightly different. And let's go with this guy here next. We've got a bigger head for sure. Who makes this one? TSR 1983. See, and here's that same face on the shield that I was talking about just a few seconds ago. Where was that at? Let's see if we got it. So it was on the back of this one. So I wonder if... Yeah, see, here's that same shield. This guy has a bigger head for sure, though. Okay, and I'm wondering if I added this axe on. It just kind of seems like it's a later metal, but I'm not sure. Kind of neat detail work on this face, actually. Oh, I see. So it's so a big upper jaw, and then down here, like we can see his teeth, actually. Got a heck of a big jaw. Like a big dog jaw, you know what I mean? Alright, and then here's the back. Nice big old backpack. So obviously went as a set with those other ones. Okay, I've got just a few more here, and we'll call it good. I don't know if this is a orc or what this guy is exactly. I don't really know how to classify him. If you know, feel free to leave a comment for me. This is a Ralpartha, I think. RAF, I think is what it says. So I'm not sure. But I don't know. That face doesn't match. This isn't going to be an orc. I mean, I guess could be. Maybe it's more of even a hobgoblin. It doesn't really fit my hobgoblins either. So, my goal is to go through all these pieces and show you a ton of different ones. So somehow, some way, you got to get in one of these videos. And if I mislabel them a little bit, then it's not the end of the world either. Alright, is this a orc or a hobgoblin? Another one. If you know, I certainly don't. Well, no, I didn't recently get this because this has a clear coat on it. Must have got this over the last 8 or 10 years. But I still have no idea where I got this now that I sit here and think about it. Cool clawed feet, right? Big old axe. So it's got to be an old piece. Look at this shield. It almost reminds me of like a face sucker alien thing going on here. I'm gonna get out of the way and see if that'll zoom in for you real quick. Maybe not as good as we'd like. Maybe if I turn it sideways, you can kind of see it. Let's take a look at the bottom. Anything? No, nothing there. Okay, so only 2 more to show you here, and then we'll call it good. Now, I really believe this is supposed to be an orc, but it's definitely got more of a bull face instead of a pig face. But I guess it's got teeth here too, big ears, almost more like even goblin ears. So there was a lot of creative license, I think, with the artists who were making all these, that they could just kind of make all sorts of things, and sometimes if they didn't know what it was, they just kind of threw a title on it, and who cares? And it still was really cool. 1979. This is an old piece too. Really old. So for being so old, it's totally different than those ones that we started off with. Like let's say this guy, and it's even kind of a different metal. Because I really like the old school heavy metal. Of course, it's probably got a ton of lead in it, and we're all full of lead in our brains and everything else. We've been poisoned our whole lives from playing Dungeons and Dragons with all these figures. But oh well. Okay, and the last one I've got here, I think, see, is what it is let's go back to this one real fast. See this here with this guy with a spear, and he's got the shield. See, and I think now here's this same piece that's got that same spear, same shield. See, and he's up on a saddle here. So let you look at that. See, and it was supposed to be that this guy rides this scorpion. You know, I don't even know if you can see all this. Let me zoom my camera out. I made this the last one so that we could not do a lot of manipulation of the camera here and make it work. But I mean, it's so big. Golly, I got to go way up with my scanner, my document scanner here. Okay, so way up there, you can see that it's got this really cool tail on it, legs, and I mean, this could obviously just be used as a scorpion just for an encounter alone. But see, this guy here is supposed to actually ride up on it like this, like that. Now let's see if I can maybe see how he's up like that. Oh, here, I'll straighten it out for you, maybe like that. It's not going to want to zoom in because I've got it so loosely held in the air like that. But here, might as well flip this scorpion over since we've got him here, and it's a really neat piece anyway. Now we're going to be doing a whole lot more on monsters, so I guess it's kind of good to intro a monster as well while we're doing, I mean, you know, these kind of monsters more than humanoid monsters. So, but anyway, the goal today was to show you a whole bunch of orcs, and we've done that. How about we'll go back to, how about just these two old school guys here, and this one doesn't want to work as well. How about we'll throw them all in? What the heck? Like that. And we'll call it good for today. Until next time, be safe. I sure hope you do enjoy going through these as I do, reminiscing a little bit. And, well, we'll see you till next time.